They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Double dog, that's the way. Here we go, 46, 46. Mike 56, Mike 56. Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. 26.
This is Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, kill.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper will bring up 2nd down.
There we go. 58, come on. Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey. 4 down. Watch 89. Here we go, 46. Right here, guys. 46.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good breakup, baby. Good breakup. Good breakup.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Lock in.
On second down, Cook. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. On second down now, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. On third down, Trubisky looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it.
Cut.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
3 down. Hey, 47.
Prescott down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Intended that time for Cooper. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
There we go, kill. 56. Mike's 56. Zoom. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right there, 56. I got him. Here we go, 47. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Switch.
10th carry now for Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Prescott. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Now it's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He can't get him down. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And that's Elliott, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go!
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. 55.
So don't say nothing.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And again, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Switch. Hey, I got it. That's me.
He can run for it, and he will. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
18.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Cowboys 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them which... Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky got a man open. It's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Trubisky will throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
22 yards there, a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. 1st down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They run it again with Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Again, it's Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back now in Arlington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Able to get away. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, 47. 56, Mike, 56. You run. Go. 56 to Mike.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah, Mike 5-4.
Running for it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Cooper was the intended target. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now it's Trubisky setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They run the counter with Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long to flip it over to the offensive side? They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
56. Let's go. 56.
Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
On third down, it's Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.